Welcome back, guys, to Pay Up Sucker RC. Doing a follow-up video on this WPL Mini CXD Mini 12, whatever you want to call it. Last video I showed you how I just did the body putty and how I've covered up my seams. And so now I've laid my first layer of Bondo and covered up my split lines here where I remember, guys, I told you how I cut the body here, the cab, in half, pulled it forward, took a centimeter out, and re-adhered it back on with epoxy. So you can see that I have all those areas covered up. Still a lot of work to do with this. It's getting smoothed out and getting my lines back, and I know a lot of you guys have put comments saying, oh, that's not the way to do it, or you know, what's going on here or whatever. But you know, everybody in the RC world does different things, and I think creativity is an awesome thing, especially in the RC world. So you guys do whatever you want, have fun with it, and that's what's the most important. And all the comments, I love the constructive criticism, so post whatever you want and comment however you want. It's fine with me. And so back to this little WPL Mini CXD Mini. Getting close of it's coming along, taking nice shape in the windows. So today basically I laid my first layer of Bondo down, and then just did very slight sanding, and not even sanding to it really, just really trying to get my lines started, my window lines, which haven't really came about completely yet. I didn't have a lot of time today, but didn't hurry it, took my time, let it dry for hours on end, and then just started taking shape with it. It's like molding, you know, you're laying your Bondo down and then you're molding it to where you want. You can see here on the roof where I've added probably a half a centimeter of Bondo. You can also see one of the problems I'm running into. The windshield area is wider here and not as wide here, just barely off. So I'm going to apply more Bondo and build this area up a lot and get it to maybe not so perfect, but it's going to look better than it does right now, obviously. And I'm hoping to just do one more layer of Bondo, and then that will be done with the Bondo work. You don't want to lay too much because then you'll be sanding forever. So yeah, it's starting to come along, and by the time I'm done sanding, priming, and painting, this thing's going to look really cool. And I bet some of you guys are wondering, if you chopped the body or the cab and took a centimeter out, how is it going to line up with the truck? I can't really show you guys because I have this Bondo, or this body putty, inside of here, molding the back of the bed frame here, and I just forgot to do that today. Forgot to grind all this down. Ground everything else down nice and smooth, but I didn't flip it around and think, oh, well, I need to get to that. Just had too much on my plate today at work. So anyhow, it lines up fine. I had, before I laid this Bondo in, or that body putty in, I lined everything up to make sure that it worked. It really won't go on here real well with it, but it lines up fine. I already moved the servo back and forth. It won't touch anything on the body. It's going to look good. I did all my measurements, at least with that, with my handy little measuring tape here. So let's see what this here. Wheel well. Oops. Wheel well is wheel to wheel. You got about 5.5 inches, and so if I measure this, I got about 5.25 inches. So it's just a little bit off, but it won't. It was not going to make it look funky. It's gonna. I'm really impressed with it. Before I laid this inner Bondo or body putty, I keep between the pink Bondo and the body putty that's white. Body putty white, Bondo pink. Anyhow, or red, whatever you call that. Anyhow, it won't go on there like that. But before I put this frame in, I laid this on top of the chassis here, and it lined up perfect. Looks really sweet. Love the way it went together. So that would be cool. One more thing I wanted to show you. Doesn't really pertain to that video, my project, but this is from Sleekin Design. I had them make this for me. He 3D prints everything and etched all this in for me. Go to eBay and look up Sleekin Design and let him know that Pay Up Sucka RC sent you. Maybe he'll give you a little discount. Email him is the best way to get through to him if you have any special requests. But I thought that was pretty cool. I got some work to do on the back here, but very, very, very cool. I was very impressed with his work. Let's see. This is another one of his trailers. Very cool. And check this out. I'll take this off. They work really well. This is the first collapsible folding trailer ramps. Scale trailer ramps. Very cool. Anyway, guys, that's it for my video today. Hope you guys like my progression with the WPL Mini, CXD Mini, D12, whatever you want to call it, made by the same company. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Next video, I'm going to have everything bondoed with plaster and everything sanded, and maybe a first coat of primer on it. Then you guys will really get a peek of what it looks like, and then I'll be able to shave this down and put it on the chassis so you guys can see how cool it looks. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe. Thank you.